real quick. Okay, so today we were talking about what? What's our big V word?
Visualizing.
Visualizing. We're just going to have to work with this because I have the paper is in my way. But visualizing. Okay, what's the root word in visualizing, Lexi? What's the root word?
Visual.
Visual. And what's a visual?
Something you see when you read a book.
You're right, something you see, a visual. So different types of visuals could be a movie. A visual could be a picture in a book. What's your favorite type of visual? What do you like, Nyla? Movies. Y'all like movies? Do you ever watch a music video? Those are good visuals. And a music video is a good visual, guys, because it has song lyrics, right? And you can listen to the song and make your own picture. But when you watch a music video, they show you the picture that they want you to see when you're listening to the song. Do you ever do that? Do you ever listen to a song and you have a picture in your mind, right? Or you read a book and you have a picture in mind, but then you see the movie and maybe some things are different than what you thought? Do y'all have an example of that? Have y'all ever read a book and then seen the movie and it was different? What'd you see, Taylor?
The Incredible Journey.
The what?
Incredible Journey.
The Incredible Journey. Okay. What's a little different about that?
The cat is
Yes, the cat. The cat is a girl, isn't it? Yeah. The cat's a boy in the book. What about you, Nyla?
The Watsons go to Birmingham.
Oh, the Watsons go to Birmingham. What was different about that?
Well, in the movie, it was not as well as the book was not as
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about mind pictures today. And mind pictures are just exactly what it says. It's a picture that you create in your mind, okay? So, the books you read nowadays, I read you a picture book, so there's lots of pictures. But when you get older, you read novels. And sometimes people get frustrated with novels because there's no pictures in them, right? But what the author does is they use some key things within their books to make a picture for you. And sometimes that gives you more freedom because you're able to make whatever picture you want. So if you read a story about a princess, she can look however you want. Or if you read a story about, I don't know, what do you like to read about, Taylor? Cars, okay. So if I just said a car that was fast or something, you could have a Ferrari in your mind, while Lexi might have a picture of a Corvette or something. I don't know a lot of cars, but anyway. Okay, so let's look at our first thing that we have on our worksheet. Visualization is creating a picture. Yes, you can write picture in that blank. Visualization is creating a picture in your head while you are what? Reading. Good. While you are reading. So let's go back to our book right here. What was going on in our book? Walter, right?
Walter was asleep and he kept waking up, and every time he woke up, he would be
You're right. It would be a different dream place. Was it hard for you to get a picture in your head while I was taking away the pictures from you? Or were there some words in the story that helped you? Yes, they help you imagine. And you know what? We talk about imagination with little kids a lot, right? Because, they have great imaginations. But you know what? I still use my imagination. I pretend things all the time. And sometimes when I'm homesick, when I want to go home, let me tell you a story. Yesterday I went into Cracker Barrel. Have y'all ever been to Cracker Barrel? Well, every Cracker Barrel looks the same, right? So I walk in, and I was with some friends, and I sat down, and I just closed my eyes for a little bit, and I just pictured myself at my, Cracker Barrel in Waco, Texas. It was weird, but, that's what I do to feel comfortable or at home. Yeah. Cracker Barrel's got some at-home feelings. They got that good food. I love it. Do y'all like Cracker Barrel? I love it. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so we're going to talk about some steps for making a mind picture, okay? So you'll see some steps right down on your paper. And our first step is going to be to close your eyes. Why do you think we might close our eyes? To go to sleep?
To get better visual.
Okay, to get a better visual. What about you, Nyla? Why would we close our eyes?
To go to sleep so we can dream a dream.
Yeah, so sometimes you have to block out what is going on around you. Because listen, when you're taking your test in class, there's people everywhere distracting you, but if you close your eyes for a little bit and you just kind of get a picture in your head, sometimes closing your eyes blocks everything out, okay? So that first one is going to be close your eyes. The second step is going to be draw a picture of the scene or character in your mind. So, do we mean literally draw a picture in your mind? No. We just mean using your imagination. So we have our eyes closed, and let's talk about the part of the book where he was in that garbage dump, right? So what things might we see when we picture that dream of the garbage? What do you see, Nyla?
I see a bulldozer and cans, bottles, paper, a banana peel.
Yes, good. What does your picture look like, Taylor?
The boy looking terrified.
He's terrified, good. And you know what's so cool about visualizing is that Lexi's picture is going to be different than Taylor's picture, and Nyla's picture is going to be different than Lexi's picture. And you know what? That is totally okay. But you just got to stick to whatever the author gives you. But you're right. We talked about that there was bottles and stuff because he had just gone to the trash can, and so maybe he was thinking about the trash cans when he was sleeping, and he dreamed a picture of trash. I do not know. What was he traveling in? Do y'all remember what was he traveling? His bed. You're right. Okay. Moving on. So we close our eyes and we draw a picture, and the third step is going to be listening for details and adding them in your picture. We're going to be listen for details, and add them in your picture. So, I'm going to read a passage again, and I want you to listen for some details that we'll add in our picture. This is his second dream, okay? Walter peered over the edge of his bed, which was caught in the branches of a tall tree. Down below, he could see two men carrying a large saw. "Hello," Walter called out. "Hello to you," they shouted back. "You aren't going to cut down this tree, are you?" Walter asked. But the woodcutters didn't answer. They took off their jackets, rolled up their sleeves, and got to work. Back and forth they pushed the saw, slicing through the trunk of Walter's tree. "You must need this tree for something important," Walter called down. "Oh, yes," they said, "very important." Then Walter noticed lettering on the woodcutters' jackets. He could just make out the words, "Quality Toothpick Company." Okay, so what are some things that they talked about in that dream that would help add details? What are some things that they talked about?
They talked about the
Hang on.
Walter telling them, "Hey, you're not going to sell this tree anymore."
Right, okay. So Lexi pointed out that she sees people with a saw. You all know what a saw looks like? That long, like alligator teeth at the very bottom of it, and they're going back and forth. And so Taylor, if Walter sees that, what is his face going to look like? Yeah, he's going to be scared. So now, because we know that he's nervous, right, because they're cutting down his tree that his bed's in, his face is going to be scary. So we're going to listen for details in our story, in any story, and we're going to add them to our picture. And the fourth one, this one's really fun. The fourth step is to add your colors to your mind picture. Add color to your mind picture. Okay. And what this means is sometimes we have boring pictures in our mind and they're in black and white, right? And it's just like, I mean, do y'all like watching black and white movies, or would you rather watch a color movie? Color movie, why? Why would you rather watch a color movie, Nyla?
Because it adds a little more thrill to read the black and white words.
It adds more thrill. Why would you want to watch a color movie, Taylor?
Because it gives more details.
Gives more details. Great. What about you, Lexi? Why would you want to?
Scenery, you know what color they're wearing.
Yes, more scenery. And so when we add color to our mind pictures, we kind of just make it more fun. We like add detail, we add scenery, very good, because I could be picturing a person in black and white, but I don't have any idea what their hair color is, right? Because they're in black and white. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think we're still good. Okay, so what are our first steps? The first step is what, Lexi?
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Second step, Nyla.
Draw a picture of a scene or character in your mind.
Right. Third step, Taylor.
Listen for details and add the video picture.
Right. And then the fourth step is to add color to your mind picture. Okay, now what I want you to do